You know that feeling you sometimes get, like, deep down, that maybe you're just, I don't know, a pawn in someone else's game, or that your kindness is maybe being taken advantage of.
Oh, absolutely. It's that really unsettling feeling, isn't it? And it often comes from these tiny signs that are just so hard to nail down.
Exactly. You feel it right here, but you can't quite put your finger on why.
And those quiet signals, they can be so draining. They leave you questioning the relationship, definitely, but sometimes even yourself.
Yeah.
And figuring out if it's real support or if you're just being used. Well, that's the tricky part.
Well, think of this deep dive as like a shortcut, your personal guide to decoding those signals.
Okay.
We've dug into our source for today some really fascinating bits, from detecting selfishness, identifying users in your life.
Right.
And our mission really is to pull out the key attitudes, the specific behaviors that wave like big red flags, to help you see clearly who's genuinely got your back and who might just be, well, using you.
And by the time we're done here, you should have a much clearer picture of these attitudes. It's not about making you cynical, though.
No, not at all.
It's about empowerment, really. Protecting yourself from that kind of emotional manipulation.
Reclaiming your worth.
Exactly. Reclaiming your worth and building connections that are actually, healthy and reciprocal. We want to shine a light on those concrete red flags, things that can genuinely help you navigate these sometimes really complex dynamics.
Okay, so if we're peeling back the layers here, where do we start? What's like the first sign?
Right.
Our source material points to something pretty fundamental, actually. It's a lack of communication. And I don't just mean like they're slow to text back.
Right, it's deeper than that.
It's this active avoidance of anything really meaningful. They prefer exchanges that are just superficial, almost empty.
Yeah.
And the really telling part, they often only reach out when they need something.
Yes.
A favor, some advice, maybe just an emotional dump.
And the impact of that, it's kind of insidious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's not just a mischat.
No.
It twists the whole relationship into something transactional, one-sided.
Your needs, your feelings, they just get overlooked.
Pushed aside.
Yeah.
Like they don't matter as much. And the key insight there, I think, is that this selective communication, it doesn't just mean no real connection.
Right.
It subtly trains you to think your value is only in what you do for them, not who you are. And that leaves you feeling, well, drained, unappreciated, like a resource, not a person.
That difference between providing and just being, that's huge.
It is.
But what about when that self-serving vibe moves beyond just talk and into their actions?
Well, then you're often looking at clear self-centered behavior.
Okay.
This is where someone just consistently, almost naturally, puts their own needs first. Always.
Give me an example. Like,
okay, think about canceling plans last minute because something better or more fun came up for them.
pour out much thought for you.
Exactly. Or, you finally start sharing something you're struggling with.
Yeah.
And somehow within minutes, the conversation is all about their problems again.
Oh, I've seen that. It makes your stuff feel so small.
It does. And the insidious part isn't just the obvious selfishness. It's how it subtly teaches you to downplay your own needs. This relentless focus on me, it shows up everywhere. Monopolizing conversations.
Check.
Making decisions that affect you without even asking.
Double check.
Or just always steering things towards what they want to do.
Yeah.
It's like they've got this invisible spotlight pointed only at themselves.
Yeah.
And everyone else is just a background. It creates this huge emotional imbalance. Your concerns just don't seem to land.
So if someone's that wrapped up in themselves and their communication is so patchy, it makes sense that their support for you would also be, well, inconsistent.
Spot on. That's the next big one our source highlights.
Right. These folks, they're often right there cheering you on when things are going great.
Oh yeah, front row seats for your success. Celebrating like they scored the goal themselves.
But then, when things get tough, when you actually need someone,
Poof. Gone. They just vanish.
it's like they evaporate.
This selective presence, it's such a clear red flag. It just screams lack of real emotional investment.
Yeah.
Their support is conditional. It only shows up when it's easy or when it benefits them somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe they get to bask in your reflected glory.
Right.
And the really surprising thing, I think, is that this fair weather support, it's not just disappointing.
No.
It actually damages the foundation of the relationship. It leaves you feeling incredibly alone and undervalued,
Yeah.
usually right when you need support the most. It kind of teaches you their presence is a prize, not a guarantee.
Wow. realizing their support had conditions. That's tough.
It is.
And look, if someone is that self-focused and only supportive sometimes, they often start using, well, our next point, manipulative tactics.
Yes. This is where things can get really tricky.
Because they get good at twisting things,
Right.
making you feel like you're the one at fault.
Exactly. Our source talks about emotional blackmail.
Like what?
Like implying, maybe subtly, maybe not, that you're not a good friend or a good partner if you don't do what they want.
Or the guilt trip.
Oh, the classic guilt trip, reminding you of that one thing they did for you ages ago.
Just to get you to do something now.
Precisely. And what's really unsettling about manipulation is how it shapeshifts.
How so?
Well, they might suddenly seem incredibly vulnerable to get sympathy.
Right.
Or blow their own problems way out of proportion to shift the focus away from something they did wrong. Spotting these deceptive games is so crucial for taking back your power. The core thing here, if you constantly feel like you're defending yourself or walking on eggshells, you're probably in a landscape shaped by manipulation. And that means the relationship isn't built on honesty. It's built on control.
Walking on eggshells. It's such a draining way to live in a relationship.
It really is.
And it leads right into our fifth red flag, which is a total disregard for boundaries.
Yes. This is fundamental.
This is when someone just walks all over your personal limits, like your comfort zones just don't even register for them.
Exactly. The source gives some pretty stark examples, like invading your privacy.
Going through your stuff, your phone.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or constantly pressuring you to share things you're just not comfortable sharing yet. Intimate details, maybe.
That feels so violating.
It is, because healthy relationships need more than just connection. They need mutual respect and boundaries. They're the absolute bedrock of that respect. When someone repeatedly ignores your no or pushes past your stated limits, it creates this constant state of unease, anxiety even.
I can see that.
And the deep impact is that it chips away at your self-worth. You start feeling like you have to accommodate them even when it hurts you.
Yeah.
And here's a key takeaway. That discomfort you feel, it's not you being too sensitive.
Oh, that's important.
It's a signal. It's your internal alarm system saying, hey, my boundaries are being breached. Your self-preservation kicking in.
Not too sensitive, just a signal. I like that reframing.
It's crucial.
And okay, from ignoring boundaries, it feels like a natural step to our sixth point. Conditional affection.
Yes. This one can be subtle, but very damaging.
This is where any kindness they show feels transactional. It's not freely given.
Right. It only comes out when you're providing something they value.
Like what? Support, favors.
Validation, maybe? Just being their cheerleader. And compliments. They can feel kind of empty, can't they?
Yeah, like they're often tied to something you did, an achievement.
Not just appreciation for you. They'll praise you when you succeed, but when you're struggling, crickets, silence.
So what's the deeper effect of that?
Well, think about it. Real connection, the healthy kind, it offers unconditional acceptance. You know, I'm here for you, warts and all.
Right.
Conditional affection, that creates this awful imbalance. It makes you constantly question if their feelings are real.
Like you're always on trial.
Exactly. Always auditioning for their approval, chasing a target that keeps moving. And the surprising insight here is that it's not just unfulfilling.
No.
It's actually a form of control. It teaches you, subtly, that your worth depends entirely on how useful you are to them.
Wow.
It's a massive red flag that their love or friendship comes with strings attached. Strings you never agreed to hold.
That idea of always auditioning, that really lands. And if someone operates like that, with everything being conditional, it's almost no surprise they often show a real lack of accountability. That's our seventh point.
Yes, absolutely. They just refuse to own up to their actions.
Blame shifting.
Constant blame shifting. It's always someone else's fault. You get caught in this frustrating cycle of denial.
So annoying.
It's more than annoying. It's corrosive.
Yeah.
It shows they're unwilling to see how their actions actually affect other people, which is, basic relational maturity.
Right.
Or what's really telling is their inability to genuinely apologize.
They do.
If they do, it feels hollow, right? Like they're just reading lines. Or it comes with a but.
I'm sorry, but you also.
Exactly, which isn't a real apology. And the deep truth is, this refusal to be accountable doesn't just breed resentment and mistrust.
Which it definitely does.
It systematically destroys the mutual respect you need for any healthy connection. It leaves you stuck in this loop of unresolved conflict.
Okay. Which brings us to our final attitude, number 8. And it feels like this one sort of underpins a lot of the others.
It often does, yes.
Oh.
We're talking about emotional unavailability.
Right. The person who's like a locked vault.
Pretty much. They're reluctant, sometimes completely unwilling, to share their real feelings. Emotions are kept tightly under wraps.
Yeah.
It leaves you feeling really disconnected, like you're trying to get close to a ghost or something.
Mm-hmm. And if you try to go deeper, ask meaningful questions.
They deflect, change the subject, brush it off, or give you some really superficial answer that just leaves you hanging.
It's incredibly frustrating.
It is, and that emotional distance, it creates this deep sense of isolation for the person trying to connect.
Yeah.
It can make you doubt yourself too.
Yeah.
Start wondering, is it me? Am I not worth opening up to? Or even questioning the relationship's value altogether. Over time, living in that emotional vacuum, it takes a real toll. It leads to frustration, sadness, just confusion.
And you're left wanting more.
Exactly. You're left longing for this deeper bond that just never seems to happen. It drains you. But the critical point here is recognizing this pattern.
Right.
It's actually a really important step towards protecting your own emotional health. It's about realizing you deserve connections where emotions can be shared, where there's real reciprocity.
Wow. Okay, we have covered a lot of ground, some really powerful, sometimes subtle signs. Let's just quickly run through them again. That mental checklist of the 8 attitudes, the lack of real communication, the constant self-centered behavior, that frustratingly inconsistent support,
the manipulative tactics,
their disregard for your boundaries,
conditional affection, that transactional kindness,
the total lack of accountability,
and finally, that wall of emotional unavailability.
It's a lot to take in.
It is. And as you're listening to this, we really hope you'll take a moment to reflect. Think about your own relationships.
Yeah.
Do any of these behaviors feel familiar? And maybe more importantly, how might they be affecting you, your sense of self, your well-being?
And remember, the goal here isn't perfection in relationships. Nobody's perfect.
No.
But healthy connections are built on mutual respect. Genuine care. Knowing these signs isn't about becoming suspicious of everyone.
Not at all.
It's actually the first, most powerful step towards building healthier, more fulfilling connections in your life. It's about protecting your energy, your heart.
Well said. So as we wrap up this deep dive, maybe here's a thought to leave you with, a little challenge perhaps. What's one small boundary? Maybe something that seems tiny right now that you could choose to set or reinforce today. Just one thing based on recognizing a pattern we talked about that might just begin to gently but maybe profoundly shift the dynamic in one of your relationships.